Our today lecture is about data acquisition, satellite data acquisition from NASA or other different websites. Like here we have website Earth Explorer. From Earth Explorer, here we have datasets where you have to select the dataset. For example, if we want to get digital if we want to get digital elevation data, like digital elevation, and here we have, for example, GTOPO 30, and you can see its information. Here is its collection information, the information of data. Here is the information that this data is digital elevation, global 30 arc second. Here is product overview. Here is its readme file. You can read it from here. It was completed in 1996 and developed over a period of 3 years, including these observations. Here we have coverage maps. Here we have this information. So any additional information can be explored on Google. So here you have selected GTOPO 30, and for example we are also going for SR team like this one, and from here we can select our area. For example, if we want to go to predefined area, we can add shapefile, or we can add some polygons, and we can draw polygons. We can add coordinates. We can use map also like this one, and here you have to select your area. For example, if we want to make this polygon in Pakistan, then you can also like use map, and let me clear it. For example, we want the data. Here we have our cities, like here we have Pakistan, India, Pakistan. In Pakistan we go to Multan, Lahore, or this one, our city Faisalabad, or any area. Just use map. So it will select the window, the screen window. If I am here and then I am going again to use map, so it will select the screen where we are. Basically you can move these points like here. You can select any irregular polygon like here, if we want to get data of this. So we will select a short area so that we should be able to get its data. For example, this is Faisalabad city, and or for any mountainous area, like here we have Islamabad, Srinagar, like here we have Abbottabad, here we have Kotli, like we have Mangla Dam. If we use map this one, and then you have to go to date. For example, we go for 2010 data, November 2010, 23 November to November, this one and this one. So datasets, and we have selected 2 datasets. You can select other datasets like global land cover, like Landsat data, Landsat collection, and these are Landsat levels. For example, we want data of Landsat ETM like this one, and any data you can select and then go to results. And here we have no result of GTOPO 30. We have have I don't know what is the reason behind this. So we are going again for path group and results. We are again going to select the elevation data. And we are going for here I have added some more data sets, like here is our study area, and I have added like vegetation monitoring and NDVI, no NDVI, eModis NDVI, and these further products. I think some of the data sets are missing here. So when we go to results, here we have data. We have no data for GDEM, we have no data for GTOPO, no data for hydro, similarly global land cover, and we have data of NDVI. So this is the data. You can download the data from here. You should log in using a free registration process. You have to register here, and then you have to download the data, and you can view the data. If you click here, you can see its metadata information like entity ID, the name of image, beginning date, end date, satellite and sensor, and its layers, its datum, resolution, and the units. It is data of temperature, its central latitude, longitude, its corners, its further information, and this is format. We will also discuss the data format, and you can open it in new window and just you can exclude it from this list. Here we have results, here we have pages. I have entered the data from 1991 to 2000 to present. So this is the metadata, and you can download. This is the map, and now you can download the data by clicking here. So this is the download, the main download. So by creating a free account, you can log in and you can then download the data by clicking just here. And here we have global land surface temperature version 6. So this is the land surface temperature. So this is the land surface temperature. You can see here is the data of land surface temperature, and you can download the data. So the next website, which is Giovanni, it is not working at this time due to low internet speed. So this website has several data sets like global data sets and satellite data sets in it. So actually satellite data sets need some difficult processing in different softwares like ADAS imaging, like GIS, and like programming languages, machine learning and deep learning and so on. So we will use GIS, ADAS, NV and RAS Mapper, or we can also use MATLAB. So you can see here, so this website is working now. It is its account is open with Dr. Hussain. So here we have aerosol, we have atmospheric chemistry. So here we have the data sets. What we have here, we have measurements. What type of measurement you need? Like you need CO2, and you need chlorophyll, you need cloud fraction, and you need emissivity, energy, and you need evapotranspiration, for example, and soil moisture and so on. and here we have the data sets with respect to spatial resolution. Here we have data set with respect to temporal resolution. Here we have data set with respect to wavelength. So you can search the data sets using wavelength information, using temporal information, whatever you need. So if anyone is studying the NIR band, then he or she may use this website. Like here we have units in nanometer. The units are in nanometer. So 0.8550, so nanometer is 0.855 micrometer. So this is NIR band. So you can use this band. I hope so. This is the band information. No, this is not. This is something else. No, this is not NIR. NIR may be at here 940, 865. This is NIR. 0.865 micrometer or 865.0 nanometer. So this band can be used. This band, these bands, NIR bands can be used. And if you want to go to different depths, you can also use special features. So the better is to use the data set what you want. Like if we want precipitation data, we can click it here, and it depends upon the internet speed you are using. Actually internet speed should be good enough for the data set. So here we have the data sets like total water vapor, total precipitation data. This is data, and unit is kilogram per square meter. You can convert kilogram per square meter into millimeter. I think 1 kilogram per square meter is equal to 1 millimeter, and 1 kilogram per square meter per second is equal to millimeter per second. So this is monthly data. This is Mira model. You can see its detail on internet. So this is the starting and ending date. Here we have spatial resolution 0.5 into 0.6. I hope so. 50 by 66 kilometer. One pixel will be 50 kilometer by 66 kilometer. Here we have snowfall data. So these are the precipitation data sets. So and if you want to get the data of temperature, like air temperature, you can click it here, and here are almost 117 products data sets, and here we can select the air temperature. You can also go for methane, you can also go for canopy water, and so on. So the data can be downloaded from this Giovanni website, and here you can enter the starting and ending date. You can also select this spatial data with respect to space. You can also select this one. I mean to say, in order to decrease the size of the data, you can select the range. This may be left corner, this may be the lower corner, southern range, this is eastern range, and this one is, last one is northern range. So this is the box. You can select a shape file from this list, and you can also draw a boundary. So here we have temperature products, daily products, spatial resolution 100 kilometer, 1 degree, 2002 to 2016. So here we have final resolution data sets like 0.25 degree. Here we have data of 0.25 degree, and here we have 25 kilometer data is enough. And this one, this may be enough. So the third website, which so there are several websites which can be used for the purpose. Like here we have the website, and we have this MODIS website, information of MODIS at NASA website, MODIS, its design, its components and specifications. Here we have MODIS spectral bands. So actually here we have to study I will discuss the MODIS and Landsat only. When you select a satellite, you have to know what are the band information. So these are the bandwidths in nanometer. The units are in nanometer. So here are its additional information. This one. So MODIS has a total of 36 spectral bands. The band number 1, to yes, the band number 1 to 19. The band number 1 to 19. These are the reflectance bands. I mean, these are the reflectance bands. They are measuring the reflection only. And band number 26 is also a reflection band. While the band number 20 to 25, these are thermal bands. Here you can see the temperature, 300 Kelvin. I hope so. This is surface or cloud temperature, and it may be range 300, 250. It may be for cloud. 275 may be for cloud or snow. 300 Kelvin may be for earth surface, maybe for higher temperature earth surface. So here we have the bands from 20 to 25. So this is the atmospheric temperature. I mean to say, it may be for cloud, it may be for cloud. And the band number 26 is reflectance, and band number 27 to 36, these are also thermal bands. So the lowest temperature which is recorded, that is present in band number 36. So band number 36 has the lowest temperature, 220 Kelvin. Maybe it can be used for cloud top altitude. And this is also for cloud. So cloud, we will also study the cloud differentiation from other features like snow. So we will use these thermal bands. And here you can see its design. Here you can see its components, that what are the components of satellites. Here we have complete design. Here we have the detail of every information, like mainframe, solar diffuser. So these components are here. You can study these components here, what type of material is used, how the design is made for their development. And there are several other materials like MODIS brochure, high resolution version, and several more data sets. So this is MODIS image. And here you can see the Landsat. Landsat was started from 1971, I hope so. And we have its detailed information. And here we have Landsat 8. Its band 1 is, its wavelength is in blue band. So that is used for coastal study. Blue band again, green band. So if you theoretically we know, you can Google it, that blue band ranges from 0.4 to 0.5, but practically there may be multiple bands within a one band. I hope so. Blue band can be divided into multiple blue bands. Similarly, red band can be divided into multiple red bands. So the main theme, the main heart, or the main concept of remote sensing is how much the band is narrower. So this band is from 0.45 to 0.51. So this band can also be divided from 0.45 to 0.47. The band, this band, I mean to say, from 0.45 to 0.51, and the band which can be developed from 0.45 to 0.47. These two bands can be developed, can be used for two different purposes. So when the band or wavelength is changed, the range of wavelength is changed, then its study or purpose or objective can be changed to some extent. It cannot be totally changed, but it can be used for a little bit other purpose. So these are with respect to these ranges, satellite data sets or the models we use, the software we use, we develop these spectral signatures. The spectral signature or of every Earth feature is specific to any wavelength range. And you can Google the other Landsat bands. Here we have one band of panchromatic band. This is band 8. Its spatial resolution is 15 meter. Its pixel is of 15 by 15 meter. So you can see the other Landsat datasets like Landsat 7 if it is available. Landsat 7. So here we have Landsat program, the Landsat program, the recent satellite imagery, and here we have Landsat datasets. So this is Landsat 7. It is launched in 1997. This is the main satellite, and here its history, and this is Landsat 1, starting from 1972. And its duration was 5 years and 6 months and 14 days. Here is its nodes. Landsat 2, their shapes. Landsat 3, Landsat 4 and 5 were launched with similar, I hope so, spectral characteristics, little bit improvement in Landsat 5 and Landsat 6 and Landsat 7. So this is Landsat 8, which is working now from 2013, and Landsat 9 is expected into 2021. So you can see the image of the satellite Landsat. This is Landsat 7. Here it's its original file, but you can see the data and its laminations, the wires and the equipments. So this is pre-launch image. So this is the Landsat program. What were the purposes of Landsat program? Here are the multiple data sets. You can select the data sets, like select the topic. I mean to say you want to go for water, and select location, like in USA you have to select any location like Washington. You select years, like we are going for 2015 and release date, and you can use their data sets, their publications, their recent developments and so on. So next is multiple common data sets extensions. So this is the most widely used extension we use, TIFF. So we use this resolution which can be georeferenced. So we also use BIL. We also use BIL. We also use we also use HDF. So this is another website. Let me introduce you the extensions which we can use. So this is NDVI from other sources. You can see its table, that how this NDVI is prepared actually. So different organizations are also working to develop normalized difference vegetation index or other water index, drought index. We can also create these index by using multiple equations, and we will do in our practicals. This is website Earthdata USGS. You can select multiple tools. Here you have you may have access to different softwares. Here we have data sets. So when you go for view all data, you can see all the data sets. So this is remote sensing phenology. This is website, and here we have multiple data sets. Here we have links, Earthdata, GIMS data, and here we have multiple links. We can see those links, and I will share these links with you to study, and you can also explore different other websites or different links to study these data sets. Like This is MODIS data, eMODIS data. We have also used this one, Earth Explorer. We can also go for this one. And here is the error. So this is Earth Explorer. We have also used this data. So this is the data which is present online, like 2013. So here we have data sets. Each image is of 18 MB, and you can also see the information here, that what type of data is it. So this is description, file format, data format, and this data set is transmission mosaicing of GIMS data, GIMS and AVHHR. These are two different products at 8 km Albers conical equal area projection. So we are in Asia, so I hope so AZ will be for Asia. So data file format will be like this: year, 2-digit year, month, 3 characters. So the data may be like this one. So this is year 09, I mean to say year, and this is month, and this is date. And these are the corners. This data is available for complete globe. And here we have NDVI data sets. Here we have NDVI. So these data sets can be read using this information. Here we have complete list. The complete list, you can select, copy this one, and you have to copy and you have to paste in your IDM Internet Download Manager, and you have to add the batch command downloader. So these all files will be downloaded in IDM automatically whenever the laptop shuts down, whenever the laptop restarts. So here we have vegetation index. You can download the snow cover from here. You can download land surface temperature, land surface reflectance. This is the important we need. You can also see the flood information, flood hazard information, if it is available or you have to process it. So this website can also be used for the purpose. So this is the data sets, LPDOC, data citation and policies, get data with data, get started with data. So here we have multiple data set like collection overview. You can see here we have multiple data sets. Here we have instrument specification. If you are interested in their instruments, then you can use this website. And here we have multiple missions data sets. So whenever you are going for any satellite, you have to go for its product table. Let me discuss only, I will discuss only the MODIS product table. Whenever you are going to download any data, you have to go to its product table. So this is there are multiple data sets, like multiple missions, multiple data sets, and like resources and like tools. So these are data preparation scripts in multiple languages. So this is Earth Data Search. This is the main website, and we will discuss this website in the end of this lecture. So this is the product table. What you need, for example, we need temporal data from start to end. We need collection. What type of data we need? MODIS Aqua or Terra. So MODIS Terra is 16 days product. I mean to say, if image is available today, then after 16 days image will be available. Aqua is also of 16 days. For example, if image is available after 8 days from now, then the next image will be available after 24 days from now. I mean to say, there will be one image on 1 January, there will be image, there may be image of Terra. Then on 8 it will be Aqua, then on 16 Terra, then on 24 Aqua, then on again 1 at Terra. So these are the, so if we select this one, it means we are going for a combined product. Here we can select its version. The version 6 is latest version. If we want to go for any keyword, like we want vegetation data, and we can select it. So multiple vegetation with all temporal ranges, with all collections, with all versions is available here. So this is the MODIS code. This is the code for each satellite, like MOD 13C1006. We can put this code into this main website, and we can also select this one from here, like M113 MYD. So in this table, MOD represents Terra and MYD represents Aqua. So we are going for this one. Here is detailed information. The layers mean the spectral bands, and data type, either it is integer or float. Here we have changes. Here we have collections, the main data sets. The file size is of 18 MB. Here is its DOI, the name of the image. Here is its layers, 12 layer, column and rows, and pixel size is 1 kilometer. HDF format, the most commonly and most widely used format is, and then its quality and so on, its issues. And we can also select with respect to spatial resolution, the highest resolution, and we can again search. So these three products are 250 meter resolution products. So you can also see this one vegetation product. I am going for this product, and you can see its detail. So this product is available from Modis Land Team Validation site. If this data sets is not available, then so we will search that data from here. We can select, and here we have the information of Landsat 7 and 8 bands with Sentinel-2. So this is the graph which we have studied earlier. This is atmospheric transmission, and we have discussed the atmospheric transmission means. So these vertical bars, these vertical shaded areas represents the transmission areas where we can design our sensors. So from 0.4 to almost at 1.3, I mean to say 400 nanometer to 1300 nanometer, we have maximum transmission. We have transmission here, we have absorption here. We have absorption of electromagnetic radiation at this point, but we can design our sensor at here. So the Landsat 7 and the Landsat 8, and here we have Sentinel band. Landsat 7 bands are here, 1, 2, 3, I mean to say blue, green and red, and then NIR. Then Landsat 8, it has one narrow band in blue band, but a wide band. So this is the length of this bar, horizontal bar, represents the wavelength range. So one, if it is narrower, it means its wavelength is narrower. We have seen from our previous website, where we were studying the information of Landsat 8. One blue narrow band, one wide narrow band, then green, then red band. So you can see its red band is narrower as compared to this one. In Sentinel, the band number 3, I mean to say green, is narrower. Band number 4, red, is also narrower. Band number 1, which is also narrower, and band number 5 is narrow, 6 is narrow, 7 is narrow, and 8 is again wide, 8A is again narrow. So Sentinel-2 can also be used for different other purposes. So here we have 10 meter bands. These are bands 10 meter, these are bands of 20 meter, and these are bands of 60 meter. The narrow bands are for 60 meter and 20 meter. And here we have Landsat data, where we have selected our data sets. So this is the main website. I am going to discuss it in the end. Here you write any product, like we discussed MOD09A1 Modis product. So either you should have this one, the name of the product, or you should have the information what you need. Like, first of all, I am using MOD09 products, Modis 09 products. So I am going for this one. So these are the Modis 09 products. All the Modis 09 products will be here, and it is a long list. It is a very long list. All the data sets are available. So these data sets will be for MOD 09. If I am going for Modis 10, so these data sets will be changed. So these data sets are changed. These are Modis 10, and these are the MOD 10 products, and you can write any product you want. So these Modis 10 product can be used for snow cover information, for snow cover, and real time Modis, near real time snow cover, and combined Aster and Modis emissivity. I mean to say the emissivity can be converted into temperature products. So what is MOD 09? MOD 09 is multidisciplinary product. Like, it can be used for surface reflectance. I mean to say, when you have surface reflectance or emissivity, you can use multiple equations to develop data. To work for water, to work for vegetation, to work for cloud, to work for snow, you can work for any earth feature. So these are the corrected surface reflectances. These are surface reflectance, and if we go for further down, we can see now vegetation indices. So these are the already developed vegetation indices. If you want to download this index. So after vegetation index, we have ocean surface reflectance, we have albedo, we have ocean daily reflectance. Then it can also be used for now if we want to write, for example, we want to get temperature data. So you can get the temperature data. So these all are the temperature products which are available, which we can use, like temperature depth, conductivity, temperature depth. So these are the temperature products. You can select any of the temperature data set. Like if we download any of them, you can see the information. So you can see the information. It is available from 2015 to 2020. Here are the 766 granules, 766 total images from this to this. This dataset contain in situ measurement from conductivity, temperature, depth, cause and tose. It provides daily salinity, density, temperature and sound and velocity and so on. So this is monthly mean time average pressure level, but it is data of temperature, like sea surface temperature. And you can also write it here as land surface temperature. So if you write here that land temperature, then we can get the products of land surface temperature, like this one. We click this one. So here these are the number of granules. I mean to say these are more than 2 million images, more than 2 million images, 2.3 millions. So it is available from 2000 to 2014 ongoing. So if we select this one, we can select this product. Now here we have options for what time span we need the data. For example, start date, end date we know, and here is option for download all. Here we have granules, so you can download the image. It is we have login, we have logged in, so this image is available. So you have to read this one. So it is MOD 11A1. This is product 2020-0320, 2020 year, and 2020 year and 320 is Julian day. 2020 is year and 320 is Julian day. Then it's horizontal and vertical component. So let me discuss. We are going again for search. So this is the main search area. Like if we want to focus our research for any specific area, we can select this one. For example, this is Pakistan. So click here and select polygon and draw any polygon you want. You have to double click at the end. Like now we will get the data of this area only, the images of this area. And here we can select our advanced search, and here we can select the time window. If we need the data from 2019, 3 February 2010 to 2020 and February and 27, 4 February 2020 and apply, and we will search land surface temperature. And we have to enter here. So now we have the data for only this region, and our specific, we will click this one. You can see we have the data for this area only, and we have 18,000. Here we can see we have the data for our selected area only, and here we have the images, total 18,215 images, and you can download any image from this one. So if you want to zoom out and see so these are the scenes which are available in our selected area. This is tile, this is another tile, this is another tile. So these are the tiles. Here we have its row number. This is one row, its row number will be constant. Here we have another row, this may be row number 24. You can see the name of the image, MOD11A1 is the product, 2020 035. 035 means it is 4 February, and 035 means it is Julian day. 31 is up to January, and it may be 4 February. And H24, H means its horizontal row is 24 and vertical path number. Vertical is path number, 05 is its path number. So here we can see we have multiple images. This one image is H23, this one image H24. So H mean this is its path number, and vertical is its row number. So its row number is 5, which is constant. You can see H23 and V05, H24 and V05. This is 2305. Its row number is 23. I mean to say this row number is 23. This row number is 23. This will be 23. This will be 23. This will be 23. But its path number is its row number. The 24 is its basically path number, and 5 is its row number. So these are in horizontal line in the similar row. 5 is their row number. It is also 2305. It is also 24 and V05. 05 is row number, and its path number is 23. All these three images will have path number 23. You can see this image. I am going to select this one. So here it will be highlighted here, and this image will be highlighted when I am here, and this image will be highlighted. This will be highlighted when I am here. This is the image. So you can see this H23. You can select this one. I mean to say all these three images, this one, and this one. Like see this one 23. This is H23, and this is also H23. And you can see its row number is 05, 04. So its row number means this row number, this horizontal row number is 04. This row number is 05 for these two images. This row number is 06 for these two satellite images. So with the help of path and row number, you can also select the images. You can also download the images. This is a spatial search. This is the temporal search. So let me discuss again like this image is of 2020 and 033, and here we have 18,000 images. You can download any image. If you want to see the image and temperature value, just click here and you will see the temperature. Here we have its legend, I mean to say at blue color we may have 220, 230, 240 Kelvin. The green is 275 Kelvin. So this is the temperature of, you can see the clouds. The land surface temperature is actually more. And if we are going to select any other area like this one, agricultural fields, now you can see the temperature is about 270, more than 275. Here temperature is about more than 280 to 290. You can see the yellow color. So you can download any of the image by clicking here. The images will be downloaded, and you can go the option for download all. So this image is of 2.7 MB. So these are the these are all the images. Like here we have collection method, direct, done, and download data. Then you will be redirected to this page. Here we have its download status. It is 100% complete. The data can be downloaded. So these are the downloaded links. You can just click this one and open in new tab. The data will be downloaded, and you can also select the images. Like you can copy it. When you will copy and you will paste in IDM, you can enter a batch command. You can YouTube it. You can search the batch command, how to download multiple files or multiple satellite images using batch command from using IDM. So by using this tool we can download the data. If we want to know the data, for example, we want to know the data of Landsat. So here we have Landsat data. I am using the same temporal and spatial search. So Landsat scenes, we can see Landsat 7, Landsat 8, Landsat 8 OLI, operational land imager. And we can also see, for example, if we are going for Landsat 7, and there will also be multiple path numbers and row numbers for these data sets. And here we have multiple scenes. You can see the Landsat is of smaller scenes. The Landsat is available for smaller scenes. It gives us a finer detail, 30 by 30 meter. So if we zoom into any area, so for example, if we want to process the MODIS for this whole area, there were only 5 tiles. Like this one tile is still visible here, but it should not be visible. And now Landsat includes multiple tiles here, and a total of 25,540 images are there. But these images are available after 16 days. The temperature data was on daily basis for MODIS product, but Landsat revisit the earth for after 16 days. So each image, if we are getting one image here, and then the next image will be available after 16 days. And so you can see its name. For example, if this one is the image, it is of 2020. It is of 2020 0129. 29 January 2022, 2020 02 mean February, and 24. So this image is from 21 January to 24 February. So this image is from 1 February 2020 2020-02-01 to 2020-02-27. So another image will be available for different area. Like if we want to go for any, I am going for like this one, the snow cover region of Pakistan, and so we have to search where is this image. This image can also be used. This one is the image. So I'm going for this one. You can download it, you can view it. Here is the mountainous region, it is cloudy image. So you can see this one. Here we have little bit clouds here. You can see this image. We have snow cover area, or we have empty ground, and you can just download this image, or you can add this image to your selected granule and then select all. You have to go to download tab. Then you have to register yourself on this website, and you can just download the data because it is available on EROS registration system. And you can also select like rainfall data, like precipitation data. So I am going to clear the spatial search so that we could be able to get. So I am going to clear this polygon. I am trying to get the data for complete globe. So here we have GPM global precipitation mission, final precipitation. If we want to get its data, so this data will be available with different format, like this is NetCDF NC4 format. We can also process NC4 image. Just click here and download this data, and this image is of 2020-07 mean July and 30, and it is of version 06. So if we are going for this one, and you have to click this one, so this data will be automatically downloaded. You can see the data is here. This image is of 33.2 megabyte, and we are going again for precipitation. So here this was GPM. So this is GPM iMerge. This is GPM precipitation radar on TRMM tropical rainfall measurement mission. So these are multiple satellite products which provide rainfall data. And this is AIRS aqua data. This is GPCP precipitation data, like this one if we want this data. So it is also available in NC4 format. The data may be in TIFF format, the data may be in NC3, or data may be in HDF format, like for example this data. This data is also in NC4 format. Like TRMM. This data is NC4 format, and its data is level 3 3-hour product. Each image is available for after 3 hours, after every 3 hours, and its spatial resolution is 0.25 degree, I mean to say 25 kilometer. Its version is 7 and level is 3. Its product is TRMM_3B42 real time. RT means real time product. And there are other products like this one, GPM SSMI. So this data is available in HDF5 format. The HDF and HDF5 both formats can be downloaded and processed. If we want to download this version, we can click here and data can be downloaded. Like this one, each image is of 11.6 MB. So in this way you can download the satellite data by searching the parameter like temperature, precipitation, rainfall, carbon dioxide and so on. Or if you want to get the precise, then you have to just Google it and Google the desired satellite, its bands and the product against each parameter. You can select the data. So in this way you can download the data from multiple websites. I would recommend you to use all these websites which we have discussed and practice how to download the data like DEM data, temperature data, precipitation data, and how to download reflectance bands like NIR, like red band, green band, blue band, shortwave, infrared, how to download multiple data, how to download multiple images or one image with multiple bands. So you have to try here.